Hey everybody, thanks for joining for a daily reading for September the 30th, 2020. Happy anniversary, happy birthday, all that kind of stuff. If you're returning, welcome back. Those of you who are brand new, welcome, and all of that. Let's go ahead and get started. Thank you, sweet spirit of truth and understanding and knowledge. I just invite you here. So we have the snake coming out. So, you know, the snake talks about deception and lies. There's tricks somewhere, or somebody's a trick. There's betrayal and seduction with that energy. We also have the grave showing up. So that's death energy. It's very transformative energy coming out here, connected to lies and jealousy and manipulation and loss and hypocrisy with the snake. And obviously there's misfortune with the grave and mourning going on here and unhappiness. Well, obviously that's horrible energy coming out, man. It really is. Give me another one, please, Spirit. So we have the writer, news. These are messages with the writer. This could be a lover, and there was a deception around that, and there's some type of situation that transformed and ended everything. The grave can also go to illnesses and stuff as well, so anything that makes you mourn. The writer could be a surprise or a visitor of some kind, or it can also represent a younger person. This could be a renewal as well from something that ended. I mean, in the positive, that'd be great. We have the clouds, so we have a lot of hard energy coming out here. There's dilemmas and setbacks, and well, something's over though with the grave. So whatever the hidden lies and deception and misunderstandings and delays and problems and the internet clouds and all that stuff. Let's put them in order by number. A message brought a dilemma, and then there was some type of deception. Somebody has a snake on their shoulder and listen to the snake, regardless what the writer come and brought. This visitor, this opportunity, the surprise in something, a return, it brought some type of a distortion here. Something was hidden. And it brought some type of a dilemma or some type of setback or delay on something that was going on. And then here's the deception right after this. Jealousy and manipulation got in here afterwards then. And then there's some type of either a renewal or an ending, or somebody is going to find some type of misfortune because of this deception, because that will never win, ever. There's the stars. The first reading that I tried to do, I just deleted it. Those of you who are new, I just wake up with y'all and I'm just I'm having my coffee, and today's just one of those cloudy kind of days, I guess, for me. But the wording in this little deck that came out was angels unaware, entertaining angels unaware, and people are. And they're also from another dimension. I mean, this person's got a snake on their shoulder, listening to deceptions and trickery. People do know. People do know when a truth or a lie is being told to them. And if there's angels unaware, and we know that there are fallen entities, which would go right back to the stars. And people like to listen to those influential stars there. They're going to die. They'd rather listen to a lie. They love the lie. They love the lie because of they're afraid. They're afraid of the truth. And to me, it's a real shame. It really is. Somebody gonna die today because they're listening to lies. There's the snake. There's a snake in the grass somewhere. Well, of course there is. It's right there on the shoulder. That snake card came out in the first reading that I did. So, wow, it's incredible. Let the dead bury the dead, man. What do you want to bring out here about this, please? It's incredible what's coming out here. So, the stars is a 16. It's double the grave here. Twice dead. Somebody is twice dead because they like to listen to the lie. They don't want to be kind or generous or come around and speak something that could be healing, because the stars would go back to something healing and guided in the upright. Signs and wonders can be found within the stars, right? It goes back to talent and things like that, and hope. But if somebody likes to be wicked and speak out of both sides of their mouth, then they really are twice dead. And they become a mouse. And so these people that have been influential and like to bring a cloudiness when they absolutely know the truth. Because some people really do know the truth, but they've been locked into something. Organizations came out in my first reading. Actually, it said a church organization was involved. And they've made an agreement with hell and the grave itself. And so they're in too deep, so they're already dead. They already went to hell. They're just walking around, those people that are getting up there and saying hallelujah. Well, that's a real shame. That's a real shame. It's a real shame. Anyway, I guess it is what it is. So we have a daycare center coming out here as well. Well, we had a child that came out in my first reading. So people better watch out for their babies. If you love them, you will walk in the truth, people. If not, you're a part of the dead group. There's no other way to read this. There's tender, loving care, but is it true? Is it true? There's a snake in the grass. You need to crush their head. Okay? You need to crush their head. Notice the snake is sitting on the shoulder. They need their head crushed in. Okay? Don't care if they look like you or not. You will condemn that thing every single time that it wants to rise its head up against the truth. And you won't be afraid of it, even if they kick you out and you don't have nobody. Your soul should be valuable to you. They don't care nothing about nobody. You're entertaining angel entertainment stars here. But people like the lie, so I don't really know what to say. People are afraid. They're afraid to get up and speak, thinking that, oh my God, those things are going to kill them, and really they'll be defeated when you get up in their face and say, I don't think so. Your numbers have nothing on the truth. The truth will outdo you every freaking time. It's crazy. You got a bunch of freaking kooks in the earth, man. Most people are dead already. There's not very many people left, I don't think, on the planet that has a soul on the inside of them. If we want to take that back to scripture itself. I mean, for people to just sit there and watch somebody hurting and just sit back and watch and be afraid of the kooks, the stupid snakes that really have no control over you. Something wrong with that. Something really wrong with that, people. Something really wrong with that. So this is just scripture coming out stating that Jacob told Joseph that he would make him a multitude of people and give the land to his descendants for an everlasting possession. But if the people ain't going to get up and be truthful, and you're just going to let your inheritance to be able to fill the land with uprightness and get rid of this dead energy, then you forfeit something that could be beautiful. I mean, the daycare center is the next generation. It goes back to children, people. If you ain't going to be tender and loving and caring and be truthful in that, then apparently, I guess the dead is running the land. What are the dead going to do when there ain't no more life for them to take? Well, then here comes the flood of fire for them anyway. So they're a lost cause anyway, either way you look at it. And by God, you can't have my soul. You just can't have it. I don't care what I face. You just will not get my soul. What else do you want to bring out here, please? We have don't wait too long. That also came out. There are no words for this. And there's a heavy drinker here. That's twice dead, by the way. And people somehow are afraid of that. I don't know. Anyway, we have Elohim who rewards here and recompenses us according to our righteousness, not the snakishness, people. Jeez, our reward is not this realm. It's just not. Until you understand that, you people are dead. It ain't riches here. It's riches within. If that was the case, I mean, some people wanted the money. They didn't cherish the true riches that were within. They just proved who they really were on the inside. They couldn't pass a test. They were dumb fools. They were dumb fools. I'd rather not have any diplomas and be smart on the inside to keep my soul. Says that your sister or your sister-in-law started it. Well, we know that. We know that. There's a honeymoon or something around a marriage situation. Somebody says, I will fight for you. Well, don't know if that's true. Don't know if that's true anymore. Let me take some tarot here on this. What would you like to bring out here, please, Spirit of Truth? Thank you. So we have manifesting your ideas, waiting for your ships to come in. Well, we know somebody's planning a trip. The ship came out again this morning with the Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune in my first reading. That's huge. Somebody's already made a decision to go on a trip. Is it on the good old ghost spell ship, which the ship in the Hebrew means the snake? They're going right back to the dragon because the dragon has to go back to the sea. That's where it belongs because it's nasty. So there's the Eight of Cups coming out here, walking away. Somebody's already turned their back on something. It's already happened. They've already lost their soul. They're already in the hole, the snake hole. We got the Four of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Wands. There's horrible energy coming out here, people. Really horrible coming out here. Somebody's really in a bad place. Really in a bad place in this earth, boy. Somebody really in a bad place, boy, for what they did. They sold their soul. This is what it's going to look like for eternity for some people. Really bad. Yeah, because the player energy here. There's the Emperor again. Well, the Emperor came out in my first reading. There's the Queen of Pentacles. She's the lower version of the Empress. Don't really know if there is justice. I mean, as above, so below. But if, for whatever reason, I mean, we know that there's war in heaven. So if there's war in heaven, there's war in earth. There's some type of abomination even in the heavens then. Well, we know that the dragon also comes right down here from the heavens because of the war in heaven. We're told that a third of the stars would also fall to the earth. There wouldn't be very many people that would be able to pass the test from the lizard that comes down here from the heavens. The book of Isaiah said once it's all over, even just a little child would be able to draw a picture of what was left. Okay? So, unless you know that information, you're going to listen to the snake and you'll never stand up for truth. You won't fight for truth. You will forfeit your inheritance spiritually. And you're screwed. Many people are already screwed because of influential people. The Palladians. There's the journal again. That journalist, that Fox journalist wants to come out here. There's the lady, which came out backwards. And, of course, I don't read them backwards, but given what's out here, somebody has been backwards. They lost their soul. They lost it. Somebody works for a daycare center, or you own a daycare center, or something happened at a daycare center, or something with this heavy drinker or whatever what somebody got backstabbed here bad. They got pierced because of a player. So Lily is a name, and that, maybe Lily is a daughter of somebody who played somebody really bad, who's got a snake in the inside of them. I don't know. They didn't have no wisdom about them. This is about being virtuous and having wisdom. And this goes back to sex. Well, we also got people doing things and tying people up and passion and all kinds of stuff. But we've got a grave and death here. Did Lily die? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, somebody did spiritually. There's inventions here on the internet clouds that has also taken place, and written down, and maybe premeditated things. I mean, whatever that's all about. There's been a snake in the grass, people. And people like it. There's hidden emotions going on. Well, because people are cowards. They don't know how to just speak up how they feel. Somebody has a mental problem, but they like that. People like to listen to mental because they themselves are mental, I guess. I mean, we got the head, the brain, the eyes right here. People don't have courage to get up and fight for the truth. If you did, you would prove it to the Most High. Okay, not people. You would prove it to the Most High. Okay, people literally sitting and watching something devastating going on here on my internet gates, and just sitting there, look, hiding in the bush. They see a beautiful cup here, and they know what happened here, but they're just cowards. They're just freaking cowards to sit there. They don't care that the divine has given a whole land to be inhabited and possessed for uprightness. All they care about is being afraid of heavy drinking energy, and they don't have no words because because I guess you don't have the spirit of truth in you, I guess. This horrible energy coming out here, people. I mean, I guess enjoy your lives, because after you leave this earth, it's over. It's just a bloody shame, people. It just really is a bloody shame. Who are you people anyway? Again, you people love mental people. Wow, I don't even know what to say anymore. I really just don't even know what to say anymore to anybody. I'm so beside myself. Literally just beside myself, knowing that there's a group of people that literally see a person in need and just sit there and they don't care. But then they'll get behind their pulpits and tell you, well, if you see somebody in need, you better go do that. You better go help someone. But they don't do it. So that's why Christ said, do exactly what they say to do, but don't do what they do. He even said to them themselves, you yourself didn't even keep the law. They didn't. Crazy, right? Well, because everybody's mental. So the money, well, money is more important to me, not your soul. Give me your money. I got a trip to take. I got to do what I do. I got to eat the flesh so that I can live. I got to drink your blood. I got to tie you up and sacrifice you. Jeez. Don't you know that I'm a snake in the grass? I'm a fallen entity, and I'm the snake's ass? They are. Constancy. Yes, it's a constant thing going on. Well, they like to celebrate. Well, go ahead and celebrate. Wow. Go ahead and have your honeymoons. Marry them and mix and create your giants in the land. Who cares what Elohim said? That he's got something huge for you. That you could just crush that thing. Oh, but we don't want that because we're mental. We've all lost our mind and we are mentally together in an agreement with this death, hell, and the grave. We like the dead. Okay, well, go bury yourself then.